आज के एपिसोड में हमने एक ऐसे गेस्ट को इनवाइट किया है जिन्होंने अपनी जर्नी 14 साल की उम्र में ही कर दी थी एंड आज वो 18 साल के हैं एंड ही इज वर्किंग विद वन ऑफ द मोस्ट फेमस फाइनेंस क्रिएटर ऑफ इंडिया नोन एज फाइनेंस विद शरण। एंड आज हमने संकित से पूछा है आखिर उन्होंने कैसे इतनी यंग एज में अपनी जर्नी स्टार्ट की थी एंड हाउ ही लर्न वीडियो एडिटिंग एंड ग्राफिक डिजाइनिंग। एंड हमने उनकी पोर्टफोलियो को इस पॉडकास्ट में कंप्लीट ब्रेक डाउन किया है दैट विल हेल्प यू टू मेक अ बेस्ट पोर्टफोलियो एंड अट्रैक्ट हाई टिकट क्लाइंट्स। इस पॉडकास्ट को देखने के बाद आपको इन 3 चीजों का आंसर मिल जाएगा। हाउ टू मेक अ पोर्टफोलियो टू अट्रैक्ट हाई टिकट क्लाइंट्स, सेकंड हाउ टू लर्न ग्राफिक डिजाइनिंग एंड वीडियो एडिटिंग, क्या क्या बेस्ट रिसोर्सेज हैं, थर्ड एंड मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट क्या पर्सपेक्टिव होता है उनका बिफोर एडिटिंग शरण's वीडियो। सो लेट्स वेलकम संकित। Hi Sankit and thanks for accepting our invitation.
Yeah, hi Achal. Pleasure being here.
Okay Sankit, so let's start कि आखिर लोगों को ये पॉडकास्ट क्यों सुनना चाहिए, ऐसा क्या आप बताने वाले हो जिससे वो for next 30-40 minutes के लिए अपना distractions को छोड़ के सिर्फ आपकी बातें सुने?
Really good question. So people should watch this podcast because I am working with Finance with Sharan, who is like India's biggest finance creator, and that's not the main part. The main part is that I believe in giving very raw and real advice, very practical advice, because I think that I observe things a lot. So after working 7 months in office with Sharan himself, I have learned a lot of things from not just about video editing, but also about how content creation works and how you should work with other people, how to work with a team, how to manage in office politics and stuff like that. So all about organizational behavior as well, and all about video editing as well. So if you want to get more and more information about how you will have to work in real life, so this is the podcast for you.
Okay, so right now you said कि अगर आपको रियल लाइफ में वर्क करना है देन यू शुड वॉच दिस पॉडकास्ट। सो अगर मैं एक रूम में बैठ के खुद एक टूल सीख रही हूँ एज अ वीडियो एडिटर, और जब मैं मार्केट में जाती हूँ, सो व्हाट आर द डिफरेंस होता है, क्या डिफरेंस पड़ता है कि मतलब मैं खुद के घर पे बैठ के जब टूल सीख रही हूँ, सो आई कैन पिक माई ओन प्रोजेक्ट, आई कैन वर्क अकॉर्डिंगली। बट जब मैं मार्केट जाती हूँ, जब कॉर्पोरेट वर्ल्ड में जाती हूँ, सो व्हाट आर द हार्श रियलिटी जो मैं फेस करती हूँ, जो पॉलिटिक्स में फेस कर सकती हूँ?
So one of the biggest change is that when you are working with you are learning, at that time you are editing for other editors. The perspective in your mind is, how can I make this crazy edit, how can I do this effect, how can I do that effect. But when you get into real world, it's not at all about effects and all, because the person you will be working with, that person doesn't know how editing works. He just wants his video to look good and his video to go viral. So now the whole mindset changes. At first your mindset was, how do I make this visually crazy and how should I add this kind of effects and stuff like that. But now after getting into the real world, you get to know that that's not the mindset at all. The mindset is, how do you make this video simple, like more retentive as well, so that people watch till the end. And the main thing is, the people should watch the video till the end. It's not at all about how crazy effects you do. It's about people should watch till the end and they should get a better experience.
So how did you come to know कि जब आप खुद सीख रहे थे, then ये reality आपको कब पता चली कि okay this is the thing कि मुझे सिर्फ I don't want to work on trends और मुझे एक fancy editing नहीं करनी, I also want to understand clients need. तो वो आपने चीज़ कैसे सीखी थी खुद से?
So I work in finance, right? So for finance, mostly the audience is about 25 years of age. And people above 25 years of age, they don't want flashy things. They want subtle and professional things. So while I was editing videos for Sharan, the reels and all, in that reels, I wasn't able to do very crazy things because the content is that way that you can't do very much things, right? So at that time, I used to think that, am I not a good editor? Because I am not able to use effects. And even if I used to use different kind of effects, the video got rejected. I used to get changes and all. So at that time, I realized that in real world, it doesn't matter about the effects and all. It matters about how accurate your video is emotionally, from the brand perspective as well, and from the target audience perspective as well. That if the viewer is, you have to think from viewer perspective basically. They want to get the information in the most simplest way possible. And they don't care about how crazy fonts or how crazy transitions or effects you use. So at that time I realized that there is always there is not a need of doing something crazy. Sometimes we just do basic animation which conveys the information you want to convey, then also it's good if it gets the job done. So that thing mostly comes with experience. because the more edits you do, the more changes, the more rounds of revisions that you do, you will realize that your visual way of editing is not more dominant. The more dominant is the emotional way of editing, like what kind of music you are using, how the video paces through, how the video is smooth. So it mostly comes with experience, and like one of the things that you can change right now is a change in your mindset. Don't think about editing from like editor's perspective and try to impress other editors. Think from viewer's perspective, like is it really necessary? Do you really need to add this crazy transition here? Or do you really need to add this effect over here? If it makes the video better, if it increases the viewer's experience, then definitely go ahead. But if it's just to show your skills, then it's of no use. So this is the biggest mindset change you can do. And another thing is experience. The more you do, the more reps you get in, the more experience you get, and the more better videos you will edit.
And what's your perspective before editing Sharan's video?
Before editing Sharan's video, like in finance, it's mostly about calculations and different kinds of investment strategies and stuff like that. So my main thing is how do I simplify this concept? And to simplify that concept, even I have to learn about those concepts. So I am 18 right now, and finance, the kind of topics they talk, it's like, you know, very MBA and like very high level stuff in finance and all. So even I have to understand what the topic is about. So even I do my homework, that I learn more and more about finance, different types of topics like, you know, CAGR and like real estate investment and stocks and trading and stuff like that. So I have to do my homework so that I can myself understand the topics better. And if I know how to if I know how to explain a topic better, I will be easily able to, you know, transform that visually. I will be able to make easier animations so that people can also understand. So that's the first thing. And if you know that Sharan also has, you know, this funny kind of persona in his content. So I also try to make videos a bit funny, bit witty, using some kind of memes and all. And the last thing is that people should watch the whole video. So I have to make it more and more interesting and also visually appealing.
Okay, so what are the source of inspiration that your go-to source of inspiration?
Inspiration, I currently watch AVTV. They do crazy videos. Then there's Yas. Then, you know, like 01 Network. Then Ankuy Wariku as well. His editing is not very fancy, but he simplifies the concept really better. So that's the like mindset inspiration from there. And there are also like foreign YouTubers like Maple. Then there is Benny Productions, whom I really admire. I learned Photoshop from him because he does crazy Photoshop stuff. So I also get inspired from him. There are lots of creators in video editing niche. So I just have to search the problem I am facing and I will get lots of ideas. So I don't really go for like proper inspiration that I want to take inspiration right now. I like continuously consume stuff when I'm not working.
So can you give me example right now कि इधर पे मैंने ये problem face कर रहा था and then I searched and this videos मैंने watch की थी and then I got a inspiration and then फिर मैंने editing की so that people can understand better about this.
Like I don't have this exact example, but I will give you my mindset about learning, how you should go forward and approach learning video editing. So most people think before like starting to learn editing, they think that it's very complex. They will see lots of tools on Premiere Pro and lots of tutorials on After Effects and stuff. And then they realize that it's too much, I can't do it and stuff like that. So your first thing should be, you don't have to look at those things. You just get started. Like pick a video from Instagram or from Pinterest or anything. Pick a video and try to recreate it. Once you start recreating, once you start importing that already made video in your file, you will get to know that I want to make this effect. So now you have a specific problem, jiska solution you want. So you will search that specific problem on YouTube, such as like you want to create this vibe kind of transition. So you will search that on YouTube, that how do I create vibe transition in Premiere Pro or in After Effects. So now you have specific problems, jiska specific solutions you can find. And if you can't find it on YouTube, there's always ChatGPT. You can ask anything to ChatGPT and you will get a very specific answer to your specific solution, specific problem. So it's about that only. You will have to find specific problems that you will get once you get started. So in Reels as well, sometimes I don't know some effects how to create in After Effects. So what I do is I will like search that specific problem on YouTube and I will get the tutorials. I will watch 2-3 tutorials and I will recreate it myself. So it's not very crazy hard if you know the right process of learning.
And if you're stuck in a creative block, then how are you going to tackle it? Are you going to take a rest? और उस चीज़ को कैसे टैकल करते हैं? जैसे there are some people जो documentary editing करते हैं, स्टक हो जाते हैं एट अ पोजीशन जहाँ पे दे डोंट नो हाउ टू एडिट अ पर्टिकुलर थिंग. तो फिर हाउ कैन आई ओवरकम दैट एंड हाउ you overcome your creative blocks?
Actually, I am not a big believer of creative blocks. Like I have not found myself that I am having a creative block right now. I sometimes don't have ideas as well, but I don't tag it as creative block because I don't like to tag my problems that I have this, I have that. I just think that this is a situation that I have to tackle. So at that time, what I will do is I will just go on a walk, or maybe I will go away from my laptop. I will watch something else, watch some videos and stuff. I even like to go out, play a lot, play pickleball and badminton and stuff like that. So that refreshes my mind. And I also think that watching movies and watching series, that also gives you a different kind of perspectives and ideas and all. So you have to consume more and more good stuff in order to keep your ideas flowing, fresh ideas flowing. So consume more and more creative, high quality stuff.
Okay, so you said that I need to consume high quality of stuff. So what are the high quality videos or content creators that I should consume so that I can have that ideas in my mind?
By high quality, I mean the kind of content you consume. If you consume shitty edited content or content which is mediocre that everyone watches, then you will also have similar ideas. You will have to consume stuff that is very highly creative, creators I'm not getting the exact names, but some of them are Skymography, if you know, then Maple is already there. Then there is this Benny Productions. I really admire this guy because his quality of production on his videos is also so crazy and his skills are also so crazy. So he is my biggest source of inspiration. Then there are also editors not editors, designers like Sesso, and I am giving lots of designing analogies because I have been designer since last 5 years. So that's my strong point, and that's where my expertise, that's my USP in editing as well, that I do good design. So yeah, I will try to give you a list of creators after this podcast, which you can add in post.
Yeah, sure. So right now, Sankit, you said that you are designing, you are a graphic designer for last 5 years and you also learned Photoshop. So is it important for me as a editor to know graphic designing के basics या मुझे पहले graphic designing सीखनी पड़ेगी तभी मैं video editing में आगे बढ़ सकती हूँ?
Obviously, design is the 60% part of editing. If you know how to make crazy animations, but if your design is shit, no one will look at it. Because if your colors are not proper, if your fonts are not proper, what is the point of doing crazy animations? So your design is the foundation. Without design, you can't do video editing. Without video editing, you can do design, but without design, you can't do video editing. So it's the first part you should do. You should learn about color psychology, color theory. You should learn about different kind of fonts and what are good fonts, what are bad fonts. And that also comes from looking at good designs and bad designs. And I would suggest learn design first and then editing.
So if I am a video editor जिसने अपनी जर्नी स्टार्ट कर दी है, जिसने अपने बेसिक टूल्स वगैरह सीख लिए हैं, बट मैंने ये पॉडकास्ट को सुना और मुझे समझ में आया कि ग्राफिक डिज़ाइनिंग इज ऑल्सो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. सो व्हाट विल यू सजेस्ट दिस एडिटर कि वो अपनी एडिटिंग को अभी थोड़ी देर के लिए पॉज कर दें, फिर ग्राफिक डिज़ाइनिंग के कॉन्सेप्ट्स को क्लियर करें, देन वीडियो एडिटिंग में आए? व्हाट रोड मैप वुड यू लाइक टू गिव दीज पीपल?
No, I don't think so. You should pause anything right now. You should start doing more and more design in your writing. Think from designer's perspective, that why am I choosing this font, why am I choosing this color, is this a spacing proper? Think about the design principles like hierarchy, contrast, proximity and alignment and rulers and stuff like that. So learn more and more about design. Don't pause anything, but go more in depth in design, and automatically your videos will look aesthetically better.
So what roadmap would you like to give in 2025 अगर मुझे वीडियो एडिटिंग में जाना है and I want to work with top creators? So what are the things that I should start working on? कि क्या perfect roadmap रहेगा आपके हिसाब से?
So the roadmap that I would suggest is first learn about design, learn about different design principles, start creating different kind of designs and stuff, and you can do this for a week or so. And after that, you should start learning about video editing. So for video editing, what you can do is first learn all the basics of Premiere Pro. You should know basics like adding a video, importing a video, cutting a video, and exporting everything and stuff like that. That is a basic stuff that will take you, if you know Photoshop better, then it will take you 2 to 3 days to learn that. And once you know that, then start recreating videos. like pick up a video from Pinterest or pick up a video from YouTube and start recreating it. Like there are this podcasts, you can create podcast reels out of it. So start doing that. And like while don't go for tutorials first start doing it, then go for tutorials, because now you have the specific problem, jiska specific solutions you can find on YouTube, so that you will know that if you want to make a text glow, so what you will do, you will just go on YouTube and you will start searching like how do I make text glow in Premiere Pro. So do it this way. The more like become a master of Premiere Pro after learning design. This can take you around 2 to 3 weeks, not more than that. And after that, start learning After Effects. But after learning Premiere Pro, you are already at a good level of video editing. Like you can still get clients and stuff. So after Premiere Pro, you can start learning After Effects and like start using After Effects in your workflow. You don't have to learn After Effects 100% because it's a very big software. Like it has thousands of effects in it. You can't learn that much in one go. So as you will do more and more edits, you will get to know more and more different kind of effects and their use cases and stuff like that. So after learning Premiere Pro and basic After Effects, you are good to go. Just start looking for clients, or maybe just start looking for jobs and stuff like that, but also create a good portfolio before doing that.
Okay, so how did you started your journey? What was your process? आप 5 साल तक तो ग्राफिक डिजाइनर थे. Then why did you choose कि अब मुझे वीडियो एडिटिंग में जाना है? This is something that is interesting.
So I started graphic design in 2020, and since last 5 years I used to do graphic design. But after 4th year, like it was my 12th and I completed my 12th and all, I used to see all these crazy animated videos from this Denko and Naval and all of that. So I also wanted to create something like that. Like my main reason to get into graphic design video editing is that only, that I get a lot of joy after creating something. So that's my like driving force, the joy of creation. So after watching these videos, I also thought that I also want to do something like this. And I was a video editor since I was 14 years old. I used to edit my PUBG videos and put it on YouTube and stuff like that. Also, I also have a personal brand on Instagram. It was called Designer Sanket earlier, and now it's called Super Sanket. So I used to edit videos for that as well. But I never sold that service professionally. Like I never sold video editing to clients. So I started doing that last year as well, and after just 3 to 4 months of like professionally doing video editing, I got this job at Finance with Sharon, and now I am doing that.
जो आपने ग्राफिक डिजाइनिंग सीखी, देन यू लर्न वीडियो एडिटिंग, सो आपने सब कुछ ऑनलाइन ही सीखा और यू डिड एनी कोर्स वगैरह कुछ सी चीज़ें की थी?
No, I don't remember that I purchased any graphic design or video editing course at all.
So can you list down some YouTube channel for video editors or graphic design, or for editors to learn graphic designing?
For graphic design, there are channels like The Future, then there is the Future Academy also, there is Satori Graphics, there is Rajiv Mehta, there is Seso, there is Penny Productions, there is Flux Academy. Then there are also other creators, I don't particularly remember their name. There is also this Indian creator called Nikhil Pawar, he also does crazy stuff. And yeah.
And what are the resources that you use in Sharan's video? कि मतलब ये go to fonts हम use, मैं करता ही हूँ, ये sound effects काफ़ी use करता हूँ. So what are the things that you use?
So for fonts, we mostly use Create or Display, which is a sans serif font. We also use Night Serif, which is a serif font. We use IBM Monoplex sometimes. Then we also use Area, font called Area. Then sometimes we also use Integral in ads. In ads, what we have to do is we have to do dynamic editing, like each ad should look different. So sometimes we have to find new fonts for that as well. So these are the fonts, and the like repetitive sound effects like click and wine boom and risers and hits and that all basic stuff, nothing fancy.
And how did you get to work with Sharan? मतलब वो process क्या रही थी? Have you worked with पहले कुछ clients के साथ काम किया, उनके साथ कैसा journey थी? Then how did you come to know about Sharan, and then Sharan के यहाँ पे कैसे आपकी entry हुई?
So for video editing, I just worked with 2 clients before working with Sharan. And for those 2 clients also, first client was like very basic editing, like very basic. Like even I can't look at that work right now. It was so basic. And after that, I got a like international client with whom I was doing designs and all. So I took his video editing project as well. So I did around 4 to 5 videos. And after that, I was randomly sitting in at evening 6 p.m. something like that, and I saw this Sharan's deal about we are hiring 25 legendary video editors or something. And then I instantly like applied in it, and then I remembered that in 2020 when I used to do design and content creation, my personal branding, I met a guy called Dave Pixels. His username was Dave Pixels. So then I realized that he is working with Finance with Sharon right now. He used to do highlights. So I sent him a message that, bro, I also applied and I want to join. And he knew that I had good skills in design and editing. So he directly fixed my meeting with the chief editor, who is Rohit. Then we did the meeting, he gave me an assignment, and yeah, then they hired me. Then I moved to Mumbai.
I just saw that you are working on your personal brand, Instagram पे भी कहीं ना कहीं LinkedIn पे भी. So why are you working on your personal brand, or as an editor, is it important for me to work on my personal brand? What will you suggest for new editors?
Yeah, personal branding is like no brainer. Like it's the most important thing you can do to like when you start creating content, when you start creating better content, you are like instantly increasing your respect, instantly increasing the number of people who are watching your work. You don't have to look for work. People are looking for you. Like you get inbound leads and stuff like that. So personal branding is the best thing you can do. If you ever feel that you are stuck right now in your life, you are not growing much, just start creating content. Then you will like automatically start having different kind of opportunities and stuff. Like personal branding is a no-brainer. Everyone should do it.
And I just saw your portfolio काफ़ी ज़्यादा अच्छी है, काफ़ी fancy भी है, and you know it's very eye-catching and it reflects your designing skills and editing skills. So how did you come up with the idea कि मुझे ऐसी portfolio बनानी है and क्या-क्या चीज़ें मुझे include करनी है? If I am a beginner, then how should I make my portfolio?
So honestly, that portfolio I made in a night. Like I got a message from Dave that he has fixed my meeting with the chief editor and he wanted to look at my portfolio. So he sent me a message at 6 p.m. and by 3 or 4 a.m. in the morning, I sent him the portfolio. So that's how I made it. But if you are a beginner and if you want to create your own portfolio, the main thing should be you should focus on showing different kind of works, not just one kind of work. Like if you have worked with 3 different industries, then show all 3 different kind of industry. Don't just show the one kind of industry. This shows that you have a wider range of experience. Alright, so this is the first thing, show wider range of expertise in your portfolio. Then another thing is like don't show too many works, just show 5 of the best, 5 or 6 best works of yours. Then also include why you are different than other writers, why I should hire you and not someone else. And also try to keep everything very concise, and please don't send drive links, because I have reviewed lots of portfolios for hiring at Sharon. And it's like a big headache when you are sending a portfolio in Drive. So create a basic portfolio website in Frame or maybe some other website, but create a website and like show your 5 best works.
So you have created your portfolio in Framer. तो आप मुझे क्या सजेस्ट करोगे? Should I create in Framer या Canva की वेबसाइट पोर्टफोलियो भी होती है, कुछ Notion भी यूज़ करते हैं. So what would you suggest me कि सबसे बेस्ट मुझे कहाँ पे रखनी चाहिए?
In Framer, like lots of big editors as well who work with big clients and big creators and stuff, they also use Framer ke templates. There are lots of free templates and those templates are really good. Like you won't be able to differentiate that this is not a good, well-designed website. It's really good. So you can use those templates. I'm using Framer because I use Figma a lot, and Figma and Framer are very similar in interface and everything. So it's easier for me to use Framer than other like website building tools like Webflow or something. So I made the website from scratch, but you can also use templates and stuff.
Okay, so if I don't know how to make my website in Framer, तो there are tutorials available on YouTube या मुझे खुद ही figure out करना पड़ेगा?
Yeah, there are tons of like tutorials. You can learn Framer in less than less than a week. You can learn Framer, and once you learn Framer, you have one more skill in your skill set, that you can also design websites, you can also develop websites. So
my last question is, Sanket, what are the tips that you would like to give to a new editors जो अभी 2025 में maybe start करना चाहते हैं or they want to work with top creators? So what are the tips that you would like to give them?
The tips I would like to give is think beyond editing. Don't just stick with editing that it's what you are gonna do your whole life. Because if you think about it, you will not be able to edit videos your whole life. You will have to do something else. Because if you keep doing editing, you won't be able to enjoy your life. Because editing a video takes a lot of time and it's also a very high effort skill. So think beyond editing, start learning about content as well, start learning about leadership as well, start learning about, you know, being how to give a better experience to the client and stuff like that. So if you learn all of these things, you can also transition from video editor to a consultant, or maybe a chief editor at some place, or maybe you can become, you know, editing post-production consultant who can like review other videos and stuff like that. So start doing that. And other than that, is like more important than your skills is your personality, like how easy you are to work with. So start communicating better. Most of the editors I see, they send very, you know, unprofessional messages, like they just send O and K. That's super unprofessional. Like draft up better messages in English, and start to use, you know, good professional English and stuff like that. So communicate better and take up your responsibility for work. So if your manager is giving you some work, don't like go behind him again and again that I'm not able to fix this, I am not able to fix that. Try, like, build your problem solving mindset that once the work is given to you, it's as good as complete. The manager shouldn't like think again that अगर मैंने इसको दिया है तो अब ये वापस आएगा, ये पूछेगा, वो पूछेगा, ये पूछेगा, वो पूछेगा. It should be like अगर मैंने संकेत को काम दिया है तो काम हो गया, I don't have to think about it again. So ऐसा trust build करो, ऐसा agency. You should have agency, authority and yeah, ownership of the work.
आई थिंक संकेत आपने सारे क्वेश्चंस के आंसर दे दिए हैं. आई होप हम फिर से मिलेंगे और फिर से जल्दी एक पॉडकास्ट शूट करेंगे.
Sure, for sure.